1,000, 2,000, 800, 2,805 bucks. What? What a All right, guys, welcome to Mark the Point. The 4 and 10 are probably some of the most powerful numbers on this board because they pay 2 to 1 odds. You do have to pay a VIG to get that odds. However, if you can use them, if you can bet them properly, you can make a ton of money. And I'm talking about major money playing the 4s and 10s. Now, I'm going to show you how you can play the 4 and 10s almost free. Not quite, but as close as you can get to it. Let me show you how we're going to roll this out. So to start with, we're not going to play a pass line. We're not going to play a don't pass. No come bets. We're basically playing just straight up box numbers. We are going to get a point established. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever it rolls. But to get to our 4 and 10 to be almost paid for, now this is going to be at a $25 level. So this could be a good table or a good style play if you're at a $25 table at Vegas, Biloxi, or wherever it is, where you are risking $100. But this is a good way of playing it. We are not going to ladder these bets. I do not. The laddering bets is not my type play. I don't like the ladder because most people don't bring a bankroll or don't have enough bankroll for a ladder system. In this case, we just understand that this is not a ladder bet. Okay. But what we have here, if you notice, I have the 4, the 5, the 9, and the 10. All 4 of these are placed. So what we're going to use is, as you know, there's 6 ways total to roll the 4 and the 10. There's 3 ways to roll a 4, and then there's 3 ways to roll a 10. Essentially, that's 6 ways, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to try to add an extra bet on the 5 and 9 to add a little bit of bump to the probability of getting rolls. Because remember, there's 4 ways to roll a 5, 4 ways to roll a 9. That's 14 total combinations that you can get a hit. So we're going to try to use that to our advantage. Now, in this case, if the 5 or the 9 hit, it doesn't matter which one. If either one of these hit, that's going to pay you $35. Remember, these $25 bets pays you $35. At that point in time, I'm just going to go ahead and pull the 5 and 9 down, and that's going to go back to my rack. So now I've risked my investment to where I only have a $50 bet technically. 25 plus 25 is 50. I just bought $35 back to my table or to my bankroll. So now I'm playing the 4 and 10, which are some of the best odds to play on the box numbers, or is the best odds to play on the box numbers because the payout. I'm basically risking $15 for a $25 bet on each, which pays 50. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start these off on $25 bets. In a few minutes, I'm actually going to show you how to do this on a $50 bet, which to me, I like a little bit better on the $50 bets when it works that way, because of course you're going to get more juice out of the hits. But I want to show you for the people who can't, would rather not, let's just say that. For the people who rather not put $50 on each number, I'm going to put on a $25 level. Now, here we go. The 4 and 10 are both at $25. These will cost you VIGs at the table, but essentially, if one of them hit, let's just say it's on the 4, that'll pay us $50. I'm going to press them together. So the 4 and 10 will be pressed together. So now the first hit of either one, remember, we still have a risk, if you want to call it that, $15. However, you got a $50 bet on either one. Now, your second hit on the 4 or the 10, it doesn't matter which one, either one of these bets is going to pay you $100. Okay. The 4, the 50 pays 100, the 10 pays 100. Of course, you'd have to pay the VIG on both of those. What we're going to do is we're going to collect 50, and then we're going to press it up 25 each. So now you have $75 on each bet. Okay. So now your next hit, which if it happens to hit 3 times, regardless, remember, you're almost out the hand here. You are out the hand here with a little bit of profit. But now you have a $75 bet on, again, a 2 to 1 bet odds. That's a great bet to have. And you're out of the hand 100% with profit into your rack. Now, one more time here, if it hits 100, that'll be $150. So what I'm going to do is, again, the goal here at this point in time is to bring back black chips. This would be, I'm going to call it black chip, $150 to bring a black chip back to your rack, and you're going to press these up to black chips, which now both of those are at $100. So we can show that way. So now they're at $100. And as you go, you're going to continuously press these each in tandem $100 each from here on out. So now this pays $200. So if it pays $200, we're going to press it up, press it up. The next hit would pay me $400. Let me show you what's going to happen here. Remember, you want to press them up $100 each. Press up 100, press it up 100, bring a 200 back to the rack. The goal is to get as many hits on this 4 and 10 as you possibly can, so you can start maximizing the payouts. And remember, by the second hit, you're out the hand of either the 5, 9, 4, and 10. Now, there is a little bit different way you can do this payout and still be out the hand. Let me show you what that's going to look like just because I didn't show that a while ago. Now, if there was a different scenario where the 4 and 10 hit first, let's say again, 5 and 9s, you get the 4 and 10s, right? A while ago, we showed the 5 and 9. This is the 4 and 10. If either one of these do hit, again, that's going to pay you $50, right? The 4 pays 50 or the 10 pays 50. At that point in time, there's no reason for the 5 and 9 to be here. I'm going to pull those two bets back because remember, we started with $100. I got $100 now back into my rack, and I'm playing the 4 and 10 for absolutely free. Again, you got a VIG that you have to pay, but either way, you're paying it for the most part for free. Okay. So again, we're going to do that same exact pet pressing pattern, right? 25 pays 50, press it up 50. 50 pays 100. Okay. Press it up 25 each, collect the $50 back into your rack. Now from here, remember, those will pay you 200. So we're going to ask for green chips here. We're going to put $100 back into our rack. We're going to press it up here, put the black chip into our rack. Again, trying to put black chips into your rack, $100 chips at some point in time. But then as these get higher, you're going to be putting more into your rack each time. Now I'm going to show this one other way of showing it. And I like the $50 level much better than the $25 level because you can get a lot more juice. Of course, you are going to have more risk, more risk when you play this. But the same idea here is we're going to put out $50 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. Okay. So now each of these, $200 total out of your bankroll. If you get one of these hits, again, we're going to start with the 5 and 9 because we did that a while ago. That's a $50 bet. That'll pay me $70. Okay. Remember, we started with $200. Now you have $70 back here. I'm going to pull these bets down. So if you look, now I'm only have $30 at risk. I have two $50 bets here on the 4 and the 10. That is going to pay me $100. And now I'm going to continuously press and collect each one of these in tandem as we go. So again, let me show you. $50 is going to pay me 100. Okay. My first hit is going to go straight to 100 on both of them. Okay. Your second hit pays 200 from that point in time, right? You're going to collect the black chip, press it again to 150, collecting the black chip. Okay. 150 pays 300. Remember, pays 300. If you want to collect two black chips at that point in time and still press it up to $200, that's a great way of doing that too. Again, putting black chips into your rack, also bumping this up to where it's starting to pay black all the way up to purple, right? All right, guys, I'm going to roll this out for a few minutes and see how we do. Again, remember, any rolls can win, any rolls can lose. It's all about the probability of how many times these 4 and 10s hit at that specific series that you're at. So this is not a absolute winning series, but however, this is a winning system when the dice are nice in your favor. Okay, guys, let's see if we can roll this thing out. Here we go. All right, here we go, guys. Again, we're going to get started off with a $1,000 bankroll. I think $1,000 is enough, especially if you're going to play it at $25 levels. So we're going to wait for a point to get established. We'll get a couple of dice here, and let's get this thing rolling. Here we go. All right, it's going to be a 4-3-7. That's going to be a pass line winner. Again, we are not on the pass line, so it doesn't matter to me. Here we go. Keep it going. And there's the 8, easy 8, 5-3-8. Let's mark the point on the 8. And let's drop down $100. Okay. Again, you are going to have to pay a VIG for the 4 and the 10. Typically, it's $1 for every $20. And here we go. Let's go, shooter. How about that? There's a hard 4 right out the gate. You love that, right? So that's going to pay me $50. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull down my 5 and 9 because remember, if you hit the 4 and 10 first, pull down your 5 and 9. Now you are 100%. There's your $100. 100% out the hand. Now you're just going to wait on the 4 and 10 to start rocking it, right? That's what you're waiting for. The 4 and 10 to do their magic. Here we go. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Craps 3. No help to me. And there's a 10, 6, 4. Perfect. All right, here we go. So again, 25 is going to pay me 50. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and press them both up just like that. And there we go. And there's aces, snake eyes, dots in both places. And there's the hard 6, dice Degen. Come on, shooter. And there is the 617. Did you see my little hesitation? I had to grab the dice. I hesitated and they rolled a 7, right? Is that the reason why? I don't think so. But either way, it is a 617. Let's turn the puck off. And here we go. All right, how about that? Another 617 back to back. Let's go ahead and roll that thing over. Come on, shooter. And the hard 10, big bend down there. I smart to point on the 10. And let's go ahead and drop down another $100. And actually, I may end up leveling this thing up to the $50 levels, probably halfway through, just because again, I want to show you what it looks like on the $50 levels as well. And here we go. How about that? Another hard six. That was a hard six, not a nine. And there's a 5, 4, 1. Perfect. Here we go. No field. That's going to pay me $35. Remember, we're going to pull these bets down. Now you have $50 bets sitting out there. You're only $15 in the hole for the shooter. And let's put these in there. And let's see if we can roll this thing out. Let's go, shooter. Let's hit them 4s and 10s. That's going to be the easy 6 to 5-1. No help. And there is another 6-1-7. That's all right. Lost a little bit there. It's okay. Going to pull this back and drop down. Oh, so let's get a point first. Let's get a point established first. Here we go. It's going to be the 6. Mark the point on the 6. Let's pull these back. Now let's go to it again. Let's drop down $100. Just like that. And let's go, shooter. Yo, 11, mid-mo Chiro. No help to me. And there's the 3-1-4 right on the edge. Let's see if we can see it. Yep, there you go. 3-1-4. Perfect. Again, that's going to pay me $50. I don't need to hit the 5 and 9 because, remember, I'm out the hand now. Okay. So now I'm just waiting on the 4 and 10 to start rolling their juice. There we go. And there's another Yo 11. No help. Hard 4. How about that, guys? That is the 2-2. Again, that's going to pay me $50 here. I'm going to press up the 4 and 10 together. Always press them together. And let's keep it going. And there's a 5-4-9. No help. Center field. And there's a 3 craps 3. No help to me. And there's a 10. How about that? 6-4. Perfect. Okay. Remember, $50 will pay me 100. Okay. It'll pay me 100. I'm going to press them both up to 75. I got a little bit of profit now in my rack. I got $50 back into my rack. Perfect. And there's another 3 craps 3. The shocker. No help. And how about that? Another hard 4. That is a back-to-back parlay. Now here we go. That's going to be $75. That will pay me 150. I'm actually going to do this right here. I'm going to press it up, make them both look like 100. Now I'm going to take that black chip. Guess what? That goes right to the rack right there. All right, just like that, guys. It's working out perfect so far. And there's another big Joe. How about that, guys? What a run we've had here. Again, that's going to pay me $100. Or sorry, $100 pays me $200. So it pays me 2. I'm going to press them both up 50. And I can change this out as well. That's going to be $100 going back to my rack. I'm going to make these look like black chips just so you can see what they look like. So now if you look here, we have $150 bets right there for us. Got some black chips back into our rack. So we know we're in good profit here. And let's go, shooter. All right, that's going to be a 6-4-2. Perfect. Mark the point and turn it off. Here we go. And there's a hard 10. Man, that'd been nice if we was working, right? That is the 10. Some people like to work the 4 and 10s when they come out. I typically don't like to work anything except for my hard ways on the come out. That's about the only thing I do. And that's going to be the sensor field 9, the 639. Another 3 craps 3. Wow, a lot of horns so far. And there's a big Joe again. Check us out, the 314. I got a $150 bet. That is going to pay me 300 bones, guys. Again, what do you want to do here? How do you want to press it? Here's what I would suggest. I'm going to bring $200 back to my rack. I'm going to rack this here and press it on up. So now, if you look, I have $200 now into this bet here. So pull these back and pull these back. And again, these $200 here is going to go back into the rack. Look at there, guys. Some great profit so far. Here we go. And there's another hard 10. There we go. How about that? That's $200. That is going to pay me $400, guys. $400 at this point in time. Let's go up to $300. Again, collect the $200 back into your rack. Let's turn the puck off. We got a shooter. I mean, I don't know what to say. I roll this out one time, and this is how it goes. So we don't do any redos, no remakes. Either you win, you lose. That's how we roll, right? That's going to be a 3 craps 3. How about that? A Yo 11. That's going to be a CO horn, beta horn. No help. And there's a 9-6-3. Perfect. Okay. Mark point on a 9. Let's go, shooter. And there's an 8-6-2. This is old Randy. Randy's on a heater right now, right? And there's another hard 10. My gosh, guys, this ain't even fair. Okay, that's $300. That's going to pay me $600. I got to get more black chips to pay this out. $300 will pay me. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do we want to distribute it out? You know what? Let's go up to 400. Put the $400 back into the rack just like that. And I don't expect this to happen almost any time ever. But guys, if you look at that, that is another hard 10. My gosh, this ain't even fair. That's gonna pay me 800 bucks. Let's do this. One, two, three, four, and four. That's $800. Gonna go back to my rack. I'm going to make this look like purple chips. I don't have purple chips, but they are at $500 each. And check this out. Let's go put this back into the rack. We got a heater here, guys. Nothing but fours and tens. This is a perfect rollout. Let's just go and call it. It is what it is. This is a perfect rollout. And guess what? Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. That is a hard four, guys. I got $500 sitting on here. That's a hard four. That's going to pay me $1,000. I don't even know if I have that many more black chips. Let's call this here. Let's see if we can find this. I need $1,000 here. Okay, let's go. Let's see if I can count this out. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 1,000 right there, coming back to my rack, just like that. And what I'm going to do is I need to keep my black chips. So I'm going to use this guy here for $1,000. I'm going to put that back into the back of the rack, and this $1,000 chip, and my black chips can come straight back. Okay. Again, I don't. You could have pressed this thing up. We could press it up more if we want to. It's totally up to you. However you want to roll that out. There's a Yo 11 mid mo chiro. No help to me. And there's a 516. My gosh, what a roll! What a roll! What a roll! There's another 3 craps 3. And there's another 8, 6-2. Come on, shooter. Let's keep it going. There's another hard 4. That's another $1,000. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so here we are. Again, I don't have any more black chips. I'm going to call it. This is my $1,000 chips. That's the payment. Let's make it look like that. And I'll tell you what we can do is we can start pressing this thing up a little bit more if you want to. Again, you're making $1,000 at a time. Might as well press it up a little bit. Let's press up each one $200, just like that. Okay, let's try it. Come on, shooter. Let's keep it going. So both of them are at $700 right now. Okay, I think table max for some people. I don't know. I guess it always varies where you're at. That's gonna be a 12 craps 12. No help. And by the way, I have not shown anything on this strategy but how to roll fours and tens so far. So do not use this or expect this to be a forever strategy because I have each of these up so high. Now it's gonna be aces, dots in both places. And there's a Yo 11 mid mo chiro. Come on, shooter. Another box cars. How about that? 12 craps 12. How many of these are? Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can shake these things up a little bit. Come on. Get some of that juju. Let's go. Aces. My gosh. Is there a magnet underneath here? What's going on? All right, there's a 5. 3, 2, 5. All right. Let's mark the point on the 5. Again, I want to try to show you at a different level. If we can ever get out of this hand. As of right now, we're just chunking and rolling. There's a 549. We'd make a killing if we were playing all the box numbers, by the way. That's all we're rolling right here. All right, there is a 617. It did roll me there at the end. 617. So we finally got out the hand, right? Or got out of this roll. So what we're gonna do is, again, I didn't show you anything there, but just how to make money, right? On the fours and tens. Let's try to do that again. I want to do that at a $50 level because I want to show you how this works as well. So 50, 50, 50. Again, I'm placing the bets out there. They will be up and off. You could tell the dealer the puck is off. And here we go. Now this is a $50 level, the 639, and let's see if we can get out this hand. Let's try it. Here we go. That's a 426, easy 6, no help. And there's a 437 there. There it is, guys. There's the gap, right? Everybody's looking for a hole. Where's your variance? Where's the hole at? It's right there. Okay, remember, you only have 14 ways to roll these. There are 6 ways to roll a 7. It happens, guys. It happens where you had the PSO, or in this case, it wasn't a PSO because you had a 6, but of course you didn't know the bets there, but it did not hit the outside. So we're going to do that again. That is $200. Let's go ahead and get a point first. It didn't work out the first time. Let's get a point first. All right, it's going to be the 516, right? 5-1. Just mark the point on the 6. And let's do this again. Let's call it 50, 50, 50. One more. Again, you would have to pay VIGs on these. Don't forget that, right? Here we go. And there's a 538. No help to me. And there's a 415. Perfect. Let me show you how this works. Remember, 50 is going to pay me 70. Okay, that's 70. I'm going to pull these bets back. So everything here is going to come back to my rack. These are coming back to my rack. And now I'm only $30 or you want to call it, I got $100 worth of bet here, and I've got 70 back into my rack, so I got $30 risk, right? $30 of risk, pretty good bet sitting out there. And there is a 6, 4, 10. All right, perfect. Again, what's going to happen here is that will pay me 100. I'm going to go ahead and press it all the way up to 100, make it look like 100. I will collect on the second hit. On the second hit of either one's when I'm going to start collecting money. That's going to be the 538. Or if you want to just press it up to 75 and collect the 50, that's totally up to you. However you want to do it or feel comfortable doing it. But as you can see, we got some pretty good profit here. It all depends on your profit level of where you're at and how the rolls are, right? Here we go. And there's another 325. No help. And there's an 862. Again, looking for the 4, looking for the 10, and there's the 437. That's okay. Again, good roll. Not complaining with that at all. Let's do it again. I'll do it again. I'll do it at a $50 level. Let's turn the puck off. And let's do it again. No, do the dice off the table. Here we go, shooter. All right, it's going to be back on the 6 to 5-1. Mark the point. And let's go just drop down some quarters. That's fine. 50, 50, 50, and 50. Again, you'd have to pay your VIGs. Don't forget that. And there's a 516 back on the point. Turn the point off. And there's an 862. All right, mark the point on the 8. Come on, shooter. Looking for an outside hit, and we do not get it. Do not get it. Pull these back. Again, that's how it works. It does work out that way sometimes, and probably more often than you think. Let's just go ahead and drop down $200. Again, it's $200 to do that, and I'm waxing myself doing it here, right? Another $200. This is where your holes are, right? Turn the puck off. Come on, shooter. All right, it's gonna be on the 5. Mark the point on the 5. Oh, did I do that right? Was it already on the 8? I can't remember. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's just showing you how to do it. All right, that's gonna be a 4-1. Perfect. And that's gonna pay me $100. 50 pays me 100. Okay, just like this. And what we're gonna do is remember we're gonna collect this first. Collect this first because if you think about this, remember now you brought this is what you had bet. This is what you won. Now let's just say if this comes back to the rack, this is what you won. That matches what you have out here. So now you're playing the 410 for absolutely free, right? No reason to press it up at this point in time because you're playing it for free. Now you can start pressing it up, right? Here we go. There's a square pair, hard 8, and no help to me. Oh, threw the dice down again. Got my hands. Here we go. And there's another 5-3. All right, another 8. A lot of 8s are hot. And there is a 617. All right, here we go. So what we're gonna do is, you know what? We lost a little bit of money there at the end, but let's just count it up just for fun, just for shoots and giggles to see how we did. Remember, we started with $1,000. $1,000 all we started with. Let's just say that is our $1,000 chip. Okay, it's not yellow like most casinos are, but that's okay. So that's all I got. So this is all profit. Everything else is profit. That's 1,000, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1,000. So that's $2,000 profit. 1,000. That's 2,000. 500. 6, 7, 75. 800. $805, guys. 2,000. So 1,000, 2,000, 800, 2,805 bucks. What? What a roll. Now again, I don't expect this to ever happen in a live table because why? It just doesn't always work out that way. However, for this random roll hitting our back wall in our in our table layout, this is how it rolls out, guys. You could have just as easy lost it like you saw the last 3 shooters did at the very beginning. It's just how those dice roll. That's got to explain that. You cannot go out there expecting to win every time. You do not win every time at the casino. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this content. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, mark the point. Stay awesome.